So here's a quick video on the body of the car mounted to a frame that I built out of 4x4s. So it's on a frame built out of 4x4s, and there are a total of $28 total expended on wheels. Each one was $7 at Harbor Freight. They have a 300-pound lift rating or load rating. So I don't think, even with the frame and the body, we're over 1,000 pounds. So it should be okay. But it allows me to move it around. It moves quite easily. Right now it's just resting. It's resting on the 4 jack points over there, right there, and then the other jack points. Those are 1/2-inch rubber mats cut and stacked 3 on them. So there's a nice cushion. The whole frame sits on those rubber cushions. And again, it's not bolted to those. It's just sitting on top, resting on top. Where it is bolted is up on the front, where the body bolts come down into the galvanized chassis. I put some rubber padding down there and ran a timber lock screw there and over there into the 4x4 post, which you can see. I've also run a 4x4 post from the middle of this frame going through the center tunnel of the chassis itself, and then sitting on top of that 4x4 is another 4x4, so that my next step will be to put a timber lock there, and there as well, and then on the other side, and that will lock the center tunnel to the wooden frame as well. And then we come back here, and I have yet to, in my opinion, properly support the back end. I will be building a cross member here, another 4x4, and that 4x4 will also have rubber padding that'll come in contact like this. So this support will run across. There'll be probably like a 2x4 to make up the distance on top of this, and then the rubber pads on top of that, and that'll be the support for the back, and that'll get screwed down too, as there are plenty of holes to utilize to screw it to. When all is said and done, this chassis will be secured by 2 to 3 screws in the back, long screws, the 2 up front, and then there'll be 6, a total of 3 on each side in the center tunnel there, going into the wood frame itself. And most of the weight is being carried on these, as I said, the jack points for the car, those rubber mats, and this thing moves very easily. I was able to move it myself without much of a problem, which is why I put blocks around the wheels so it doesn't end up going down my driveway some night. So yeah, and it gives me good access to work on it from underneath if I have to address any issues underneath. I've got good access obviously on the top side, so yeah, it's all good. I'll probably start going through here, and yeah, this firewall came out. It's really nice. I'm so happy about this, that this thing is nice and solid. Just this one up here, as I showed you last time, is starting to flake apart, so that's gonna have to get a layer of fiberglass to make it rigid again. And yeah, strip all this material off, get it nice and cleaned up, probably paint the entire thing on the inside black as opposed to red, or maybe yellow. Anywhere there's red I could paint it yellow, anywhere there's black I'll continue it black, but we'll see. I think black on the inside is better, because when you look through the carpet, if you were to have a hole in the carpet, I would think you'd want to see black and not yellow or red, certainly not red. So what a mess. There's a lot to do. Well, I knew it was going to be a project.